Next topic is the business solution, EB business solution. Is the managing director of ECU shop. There it is. ECU shop company. Hello, I am Ponpoj Wannapinyochip. Right now I am the CEO of ECU shop. First of all, I would like to introduce our company. Our ECU shop is has been practiced for 18 years. We have been working on the control box. It's the common rail engine for benzene engine. Basically, there are three in Chiang Mai. We have a factory in Chiang Mai as well.
Okay, with the R&D research and development, we are located at Chiang Mai. So what we for R&D department looking at electronic circuit designs, software, mobile application, and also services within the ECU shop. Here are the pictures, the photos of all the equipment that we use. Here are the hardware development platform that we use. Okay, as you can see, for example, Bosch, Motorola, and so on. The main for this company, for our company, is the SMT. Okay, so we talk about QC, quality control. So many people try to get into this business. Before we set up an ECU shop, we're just a small company. We are based in north of Thailand. We're just a small company looking to fix machines and equipment. And we try to think that we like to have our own products. So we look at the opportunity at the start of the business. We look at the piggy bag for the diesel control. At the beginning, the sales volume not very great because we have problem with the products issue. It's very difficult for Thai brand to produce the product for the motor vehicle. Secondly, there's so many return products because of fail of the quality control.
At the time, it costs a lot of money that we have to carry. On the end, we found that the heart of our business is the quality of our products, our abilities, or whatever. Beyond this is QC. Because QC is made out all of our products has the same standard. Beyond our hidden cost, we need to consider. And this is our masterpiece that we are proud since 2019. We joined with Toyota Motors. We made Toyota Revo, and this product has been installed by the Toyota mechanics before sending to the clients. That is our certificate and open path that they accept our brand worldwide. In 2020, we joined with Yamaha Motors in Thailand. We add the efficiency for Yamaha motorcycles that would be more fun. We have applications that allow users to join, to tune up. Here are our products on our shelf.
Available with the diesel engine and also gasoline engine, motorcycle engine, and accessories. As you can see, in each categories, there will be a lot of products available, very various, because we try to export our products worldwide to about 30 different countries to suit with each customers in each country or each area. So that's why we have to produce products in different sections to make sure that it's suitable for each customers in each section. However, we have a great team. We have a great research and development team to make sure that we produce our product with a good quality to suit the high demand for the users. Okay, in the EV world, ECU shop, what we have available. About 3 years ago, I believe, with the EV trend is upcoming at the moment. We're looking at the EV, there's opportunities out there, so we try to make the research. Look into the products that use with the EV, like the BMS, IMD, VCU, and HMI. Here are the presentation for each product in one EV car. What the products that have in the EV car with the orange color here, you can see these things I can find in the ECU shop. We have all these products available, which is BMS, IMD, or motor inverter. The first product that we want to introduce is the VCU. VCU is equivalent to ECU, let's say. VCU that's try to compromise all the engine system or the EV to make the effective, to make the best communication between the driver, the cars, and the system. We also have mobile application to make it easier and user friendly for customer.
What is our special trait in our VCU? We learn the gap. We learn about the gap. We learn it from the mainstream. For example, the EV motorcycles. You probably already familiar with EV electric motorcycles. You probably think about the swap batteries. because it's quick as you want. So it's take too much time if you have to stand on the line to charge it. So to use the swap battery, we have to use the small size of battery. But in Thailand, we need to make sure the battery that would last long on the road. For these reasons, we need to use the big size of battery, and it's heavy as well. When we swapped the battery, it turned out we need to use the heavy battery. For this reason, we are thinking and considering the VCU that the manufacturers would design in different type of multi-batteries. We have 4 kind of batteries. In reality, we cannot force the users to swap 4 batteries at the same time. Some users probably will be able to swap 1, 2, or 3. So we designed the VCU to be the smart battery. So it would work with all conditions, whether 1 or 2 or whatever amounts of batteries. Because we produce the controller box for 18 years, we have been working with the automakers. We have experience about the board control in the vehicles. It will face the turbulations, heat, and noise. So the manufacturers, EV manufacturers, would face problems as they have the laboratory test. But in reality, we found different kind of problems come up. For this reason, we need to design the circuits to prevent this kind of issues. Also, the software that we can prevent the problems. This is the front page of VCU. The reason why we made this before, our manufacturers bought the product from Europe or China. The problem they face is the suppliers did not give them chances to the manufacturers to converse as much as they want. It's just like the instant set, and it doesn't cover the purpose of users. So the owner of the products can DIY, can redo it. So HMI is nothing complicated. It's just the screen to the users to see and to see the informations easily and not complicated. That is our pride that we have been developed. So we have the science ministry to allow us to develop the battery for Thais, and that is the demand for the manufacturers to the Science Institute. So because of the foreign products cannot answer this kind of questions and solve the problems, so that's why they allow us to fix these problems. The research findings have the calculation and secrets, or they're confidential. So we have to have the program to tune up for the owner of the product or the researcher to change the conflict, and that knowledge is still there with the owner or the researchers.
Also, we're trying to develop the new product for research as well. There's so many times that we cooperate with other researchers and try to work together to make successful and effective solution, because all these machines are not available out there in the normal market. It's a new innovation. So that's the strength of our company as well. With the last session, I come across a question that it's just prompt to me with the motorcycle, the converted motorcycle. So we try to convert the normal motorcycle to full EV motorcycle. So there's a PLEV motorcycle and PHEV motorcycle. So we're learning from the pain points, we're learning from the past, we're learning from our past problems, and we try to use that to create the new innovation. The first problem. As we all know, the price of the EV are very high and expensive at the moment in the market. Secondly, the charging station are not that many in other provinces within Thailand. So we see that here are the problems. So we try to find a solution for this. So we invent the PHEV motorcycle to try to solve this problem. If we try to use this PHEV motorcycle effectively, for this motorcycle, it can drive up to
52 kilometers.
50 kilometers. For example, if we want to use motorcycle from one area to the other area, with this motorcycle, it's the combine between the motor inverter and the electricity. Well, we try to make everything with the application so that it's easy to use, and it's try to make it easy for user as well. Okay, it's a EV electronic vehicle, It's a hybrid mode. It's about 116 kilometers per one charge. You can drive to about 52 kilometers. We use Honda Wave 110. So we tested it and it can drive about 116 hours. Here are the summary of the chart. Okay, now with the registration for the motorcycle user, for the PHEV motorcycle user, well, we try to make sure that it's fit within the law, within the Thailand's law, so that we can register the PHEV motorcycle and use it on road legally. Here is the PLEV car. What's special about this car? We have it's like a normal gear. As you can see, the ECU shop, for our ECU shop, we work with the racing car, with the model racing car, use the same techniques. With the EV car, as you can see, we are the main developer for this EV car with the motor of 180 kilowatt. There's 3 motors. Or we use the 2 motors and 1 to keep the electricity. Can the VCU car? So we're trying to make a research on this project at the moment, which should be complete within the near future. I like to add on a little bit on EMS. We're very concerned about the safety. We look into the IMD, which is the insolation monitoring device. This is for safety reason for passengers. Also, with the dual power, is it available? We making research at the moment with the dual power car. Why we call it dual power? Because we use the motor together, or
So it's come out from a question that any home has EV, that would not be just one, there would be more. And if the vehicle need to take a journey in provinces, it must have the well plan ahead of time. So we are thinking about the eco car. If I'm the owner of an eco car, probably 5 to 7 years old. So the machine still good and change to EV. We feel bad to throw the old machine. To buy the new one, the price is not affordable at the moment. For this reason, we try to find the better options. How can we use affordable EV as we are doing? The front engine and the in the picture is Toyota Yaris. It parked at the charging point. This is a picture of the back wheels. Per one charging, it can run 500. It can run about 80 kilometers per hour. On the other hand, if we go to provinces without plan, we can use the engine that they already have. As you see, an eco car cannot climb up the high mountain,
Cannot drive through the hill. With the front wheel. So we try to make this eco car be able to drive up the hill. Okay, with the EV service, we look into the EV service. We're looking to open the EV service car motorcycle at Suvarnabhumi area.
if there is rapidly disruption.
There's about 300 dealers worldwide, nationwide.
What would happen to those dealers? And ICV would be decreased as well. So we need to reskill and train our dealers to have more abilities and have more information to make EV scooter or electric scooter.
Bicycle.
We can upgrade their dealers to work out in these struggles. To create the engines is one of our strengths. What do we get from the community? The automotive owners would find that one EV has problem, they have to change the parts and it's high cost. If we fix it, it probably will not work well like they change the new parts, probably 90%. But the owner of the autos could save the cost. Our dealer would have jobs, so it would support the ecosystem better.
Here are the other options that we have within our company. We have we produce game, simulator, object detection for autonomous, smart GPS tracking. We also have smart farm, solar power intelligent solar inverter or solar max, smart meters and temp. Here are the lists in our company for the ECU shop. I like to sum up. As you can see, there's an opportunity in the EV world. First, if you
One day you want
guys
to be the entrepreneur, to create brand is very difficult, and to fix the brand,
to create a new brand is very easy, but to maintain the brand is very difficult. So what we try to do, we have to maintain the brand image with the quality control. We need to make sure that our products are quality with good service.
so that would cost a lot of expenses.
Secondly, we try to look at the pain point. We look at the market opportunity. Then we pinpoint that problems in the market and try to find a solution to help with the problem with a great innovation. We try to enhance and develop the existing product and to create it to make the new
Innovation. So I like everyone to be aware of the
research and development team. We believe that our R&D team, we use a high
so that our stepping stone of our brand. So
last but not least, we are also concerned with the CSR, so with the EV service section. We want to keep the occupation within the engineering occupation. Thank you, all the listeners. I hope this is helpful. Many thanks for your presentation. It's very helpful and useful for us. We like to give this opportunity for all the participation to ask question and answer. I have a question regarding the EMS with the EV or hybrid. What's the differences? Well, it's very similar, but with a dual power car are very similar to like a Volvo car. Can drive with a normal engine, but can also use EV. It's like a hybrid, but it's different from the hybrid because with the hybrid car, but in this case, we divide it between motor or electricity. So the customers can choose whether which option to make rather than the hybrid car, which is
thank you. I agree with the idea for dual power instead of being the 100% EV, but I'm wondering if you want to make the product for sale to our clients, how could we confine our clients about the safety while charging or from the crashing accidents? How could we motivate our clients if it's safe, the gas? How could we convince them to change their mind? So different company doesn't have that kind of system that can recharge if you run out of battery. The motor can generate the electricity. First of all, safety. Thank you for your question, because basically I would like to say you would see many people to start conversion, buying new equipment, import it and convert it. Also charging. During the charging period, if we have BMS, BMS will talk to the charger. Is it hot? Is it hot right now? If it's too hot, it will come to the cutout. So that's the reason we have BMS system, because we truly concerned about the safety. We want to protect the electricity to be dangerous to the users. The worth of money comparing with the gas installation, the price of motor and battery nowadays grows higher and higher. Probably the war, the minerals would be more expensive and cost these equipments more expensive too. But in the future, we hope it's gonna be cheaper, because we are on this path. We believe that at least we want to create the solutions for EV owners who to want or desire the EV. Lastly, it depends on our design. We don't do the motor and battery. The rest, the system, we did it. We used 3 motors. As I said, it's our lab. We don't know if we test it and would be successful or not, or it's gonna be successful on the first phase, or maybe 4, 5. We are doing our research and developed. So this is what we believe, and I can't really say the success, but we already started. Thank you. I want to know. So we bought the controller and we designed the circuits. Yes, we create the rest by the electronic equipments and combine them, and we design from day one. We bought all the equipments and the rest we do it right. Another question. The 3 motors use the bridge to generate, right? Can we did it lose? Yes, it is. But we are in the process, and the result would have some lost. Thank you. Group 81, Thanachai. As I read the slide about IMD installation to protect the electricity, if this system has problem about on electricity, how can we solve this problem? When the electricity out, how could we know the problem, and how could we solve this problem? We choose to create the circuits that we can test. We need to predict the problems, the coming problems. So we create the notifications of the problems. IMB system is the prevent the electricity, the loss of electricity. Is there any way to prevent the IMB system? For example, if it caused by the accident, how could we save that system? Once, if we have an accident, in a foreign country, there are some kind of these conditions. Our engineer would answer this question at a deep level. We try to find the best options in the market, so we choose only the best options. Probably Europe in German has the best options, so we choose it. We use the best options. So the system will work it or not, we will see when the incident happens. It would start from our circuits design. I probably is not able to answer your at the deep level, but probably the engineer would give the better answer. Hello, can you hear me? I am in the team 50, dual power. Do we have to have two systems in the same car? What about the weight? Is there any issue? I think if I want to lower the weight, my engine would be smaller. Does it affect how the engine works? Yes, it would. It would affect the size of the car, but you need to choose, because the battery technology, probably there is no better choice, and the price is not that great nowadays. So if you buy EV, that's why the price would be not affordable So we try to save the cost, not too expensive. And also the light of EV would remain at the acceptable speed. That's the main cause. We want to create affordable EV because nowadays we are in bad economy. So if we use pure EV, it would not be affordable. For this reason, we try to conduct our research from this problem. And if we have these options, the mainstream would pay attention or not. The first pioneer probably want this option, want to take and expose so that they could be familiar with our options. In the future, if we want to sell the vehicle, we can take off this set of EV to ICV to sell in the market. We don't have much time. We have one more question. That's our last question. I have a question. Civic DG. Why we have the gearbox system? We want to make a racing car. That's why. Our company is related with sport car. When we drive EV, it makes our community pay attention. That's our marketing. Our team also want to try new things. It's like our portable lab. We want to promote our market. We want to upskill and reskill the labor. We want to prove what we believe as well. That's our reasons. Thank you, our speaker. If we give more time to 7 p.m., we would have more questions. Thank you to be our speakers today. Thank you.
That's all for today. Many thanks for your participation. See you tomorrow.